And hello guys, good morning. I hope you're well. Sunday morning here. It's around 7:20, 7:15, something like that. Hope everyone is doing well. There's about 5 people on Crapsee already. Okay. Burning the midnight oil on Saturday. I'll wait. Hey Larry, good morning. Good morning, 5 Young. Here we go. Good luck everyone. Let's do this. What's a 3-4? Not a good start. Here we go. Hi Marvel, good morning. 6465. Hard 8. Explosion right. Four, 6, 4, 2. It's a 4-1-5. Five, 4, 5, 1. Ah, 6-1. The 6 I expected because I imploded the last die. The 1, not so much. I was expecting a 6-5. Let's repeat. Here we go 5-3-1-3. Five, 3, 8, secondary. Hi, Coffee Land, good morning. Nice. 5-6. That's a double pitch. And good morning, Caniela. Nice. 5-6, another one. For 2-1-5. Hi Mel. Hi Glenn. Good morning. Nice. 6-5. Can't make this shit up, can you guys? Three yo's in a row. Six, 3, 6, 5. That's a 5-1-6. quite a few people are awake. Good evening, Mrs. Big Money, and yes, good evening to John as well. Five, 1, 6. Here we go. Two, 4, 6. It's a 1, 4, 5. Eso. Four, 6, 10. Two, 3, 5. And that's a drift. That's a 314 or 13. No, it's a hard 6. 336. It's a 134 now. Okay. The set is a 6365. I don't think I hit a primary yet. Mostly implosions, mostly one die imploding, either left or right. That's a 3-4. 3's on axis 40s. Explosion 347. Alright, so recovered a little bit, but still in the negative. I couldn't get my dice to stay on axis, which is the most important thing for cross 6s and Bs. However, now that we have established that I'm not double pitching as much, we can actually do that. Okay. Tell me if you've heard about this set before. 6464. Say 560, 560. We'll take it. $15. Thank you very much. One of axis. The 5 is off axis. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. 1, 2. You're very welcome, chat. Quite a few people in the house. Good to see you guys. 639 secondary. We got ourselves a point. Oh, come on. Double pitched, 3-4. Induction felt so comfortable. The throw was very comfortable. Five, 3, 6, 4. 2, 6, 8. Double pitch. Nice. It's a 6 to 8 explosion on both dice. Nice. 5, 6, yo. Aces, that was a bad throw. Heart 8 for 4. So 3-1 secondary. Nice. 5-1. 6. Come down. Heart 10. Six five, 6-5. One, 3-4. One, 3, 1, 3. 5, 6. 5, 6, 5, 6. Six, 4, 10. Nice. So 314. Hi, Duracell. Two, three, two, one. So 156 explosion left. Regress again. Five, 1-5. Nice. One for 5. One, four, 1, 4. Nice. One, 3, 4. One, 3, 1, 3. Oh, 1, 6 with the 2's facing. Wanted the 1, 2, 3. That's what we want. But, all right, 12 hits. It's good. Should have been good. I don't know. Let's see. How many rolls was that? That was 16. Okay. Thank you, Duracell. I'm doing very well. Likewise, I haven't seen you for a while, and I think this year you didn't take part in the Shooter of the Year competition, which you're very good at. So I was just wondering whether there was, a particular reason or whatever. But glad you're okay. Try 6-5, 6-4. Five, 3. That's a double pitch. Nice. 4-2. It's probably a drift. Oh, I see. I see. Life got in the way. Well, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, man. Or as long as it yields what you want. Nice. Box cards, that's a primary. 5-1-4-1 is the set. Box cards is what we got. Sorry. Just bring this over here so you can see. You wanted to participate. I think most of the people taking part would agree with me when I say that we took a very sort of relaxed approach and we allowed everyone to do their thing until the 32. I think now it's become a little bit more pressed. We're at the stage of the 60 and we have 2 weeks to finish that off. So I'm hoping people will find the time. It's a 4-1-5. That's hit number 2. Coming down. Two, 4, 2, 1. Ah, 6-1. Explosion of the left tire. You threw very consistently during last year. It's things like this that we're trying to, ascertain before we actually turn up at a real table? Can we actually trust someone to throw it well and bet heavy on them? So, all right. So what's going wrong with my toss? We have to go to secondary V sets. Let's go 6-5, 6-3. Cross sixes, same thing. I don't know whether you can't see. Oh god. 6-5, 6-3 is going to be the set. But we're just going to quarter turn the right die to a 6-5, 4-6. Hopefully this is going to help us with catching a 6 or an ace so that we can avoid the off-axis sevens. Dice are out. Nope. 1-6 means that we're doing it the wrong way. So we have to quarter turn the other die. Let's repeat. You're right. You're right. Yes, I have seen your toss and it's pretty amazing. Alright, let's go 6-5, 6-3 again. But this time we're going to quarter turn the right die, the left die, sorry, 2-6, 6-3. Nice. 2-4-6, 6-5, 6-3, 2. Yeah, it's basically an on-axis self-correction to the previous set. 2 and the 4 represents the 5 and the 3 at the bottom. 2, 4, 6. So I'm pretty happy about that. What I'm going to do now is just quarter turn the dice in one direction, so that I can catch the 6 or the ace again. So let's go 6-5, 6-3. That's the original set. If we put 2 rotations on both dice, 2 and 4 were here. What we did was we quarter turned one die, and the dice just quarter turn themselves back into position. What we're going to do now is both dice are going to be rotated to a 1, 2, 4, 6. It's very important to catch one of the 2 aces and one of the 2 sixes. Nice. 2, 3, 5. No. That's a single pitch. 2, 3. And the other result was, I think it was 6s, but I don't trust it. Okay, so go. So that was hit number 1. That quarter turn 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2. Can go with a 3, 1, 3, 2 set, quarter turn, and quarter turn both dice. 4, 6, 5, 3. Nice. 5, 3, 8. So we got the 3 out of it, which is nice. The 5 was implosion. Plus 2 hits. We're coming down. Thanks, man. Well, we do have different philosophies. I think most people would agree with you on having, using one set, I think. I just adjust to what I see. So, let's go 6, 3, 6, 5. Quarter turn the set. And quarter turn both 1, 4, 2, 6. Heart 4. So this would have been a 7 out if I kept to the other cousin sets, let's say. Oh, okay. I'm glad to do that, man. I am happy that so many people are doing this thing. 2, 1, 2, 3. Quarter turn, 5, 6, 4, 2. Oh shit. 6, 1. 6, 4, 2. What was that? Explode. Yeah. 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 1 is implode. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Alright, so what was this one? This one was shorty. It was a 7. Okay. Rather than struggle all the time to get some numbers on the board, I'll probably just go to hardware sets and see what they give me. If I could only just stop double pitching, that would be fantastic. Here we go. Two, 3, 5. That's fine. 2 is off axis. I like it. Same set, 6, 4, 6, 4. Nice. 3, 5, 8. 5 being off axis. That's it, number 1. Nice. 3, 5, 8. That's it, number 2. Nice. Aces, that's a primary. Nice. Two, 4, 6. Frontline winner. No, it's not. Sorry about that. It's the 5. They're 2, 3, 5. You know? Nice. Bad one. 4, 3. Double pitched. But this is what gets me. It's not a double pitch because the 6s are still facing. It's a side pitch. So it's a result of bad throwing. In terms of, keeping the toss going straight. They landed and they drifted. All right, let's try again. I'm going to open it up again, guys, because I haven't been able to put my bets down. All right. 5-6. 5-1. This is a kissing force set. Four, 1, 5. Five, 6, 5, 1. Off. Drift 4, 3, 7. That cost me. Yeah, I know. Same dice set, I know. Yesterday I did the same thing, I kept one dice set. Five, 3, 8. Two, 4, 6. I was thinking about the 4-3 and it actually came true. I'm drifting my dice too much, so I'll have to fix that, and I'll have to fix it right now. Alright, so we go for 14 side. Nice. 538. Here we go, 140, so that's 10 inside. So I need about 6 hits before I can regress. So 156. It's 2 hits. Let's go cross. So 516. Five, 6. Two, 1, 3. Thanks, Jerson. If I could pair that up with good shooting, that would be great. 3, 2, 5. It's 4. Nice. Didn't like that one. 2, 1, 3. That drifting. 853 or 358. 358. Okay, we're back in the positive. Coming down. Not working. What's up, sleeper? One set, 6565. Six to eight secondary. Sorry, that was a 5-3 which didn't go through here. We're on the 8 again. Here we go. That's what I don't like. That is what I hate. 257, but with the sixes facing. If it was a 257 with a 6-1 facing, I wouldn't have minded. This side pitching, which is caused by my dice drifting to the left side, is just kicking my ass today. Escape. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Hi, Donna. So, what do we do? Lots of secondaries coming up, so we have to keep our sets either double pitched or okay. Have to go back to V sets. 3-2-3-6 quarter turn that. Implode, no. 3-6-3-2. Should be okay. All right. Three, 6, 5, 3. That's the set. 4-1. 3-6, 5-3, 4-1 is a primary. Nice. Card 6, self-correction. Good. That's 2. Nice out. 2, 6, 8, that's implosion of both dice. That's 3. Nice. 6, 3, 9. That's a primary. It's 4. Six, 5, 3. Kept the axis, single pitch 7. 3, 4. Or a 7. Oh crap. 74 rolls. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. I'm about to, rebuy. Oops. I have to open it up, put my bets in. Make it a good one. There we go. Nice route. Come. Sticking to the original set, 3-6, 3-2. This. Hard 10, 5-5. That's it. 5-1-6. Whew, that's not a good number. It's a explosion of both dice on a set, which is implosion for an example. I should adjust for that. So 3-6. One, 3-5-3. Two, 4, 6. Again, not happy with that. It's implosion now. We got the 4 out of it, which is good. Five, 3, 8. Okay, now the explosion is better because we made it explosion friendly. That's 3. It's inside. Nice. Hard 10 again, 5-5. Do you typically make an adjustment after improper variation or wait until it goes back to back? Very good question. So consider that you're at the table just starting to shoot. A lot of the things that you're going to do are not going to be, how should I put this, consistent, because you are kind of cold, your mechanics are warming up, but after a little while, let's say 74 rolls, you adjust immediately because not a lot is going to change. Your mechanics are a bit more stable now, and you recognize a lot more on what sort of changes you need to do. So the adjustments should be immediate, because if you don't do that, chances are you're going to suffer for it, I guess. Could just be released. You would feel that. You would actually, if you throw enough times, you'll know that it's just a one-off, because you really screwed up on the release, and it actually does feel bad. And in that case, you're right, you will not be able to make a determination. You will not take a decision based on that. You're just hoping that after the release, the gods of luck are going to help you into a non-7 result. But if you're warmed up and you're throwing for quite a bit of time, the variation in your mechanics are very limited. And sometimes you see that when I throw badly and then I find a set that actually expresses how my mechanics are on a certain day, I go on a very good, solid roll. All right, so 1, 3, 5, 3. We got the explosion hard 10, so okay. Dice out. That's a 2, 6, 8 implosion on both dice, so that's going to be an adjustment again. Yeah, you can actually, and I think through practice you recognize which roll is, which release is good and which is not. You're right, you're right. All right, so that was implosion. So back to, so the original set is this one. 3, 6, 3, 2. We're going to quarter turn away from us to 6, 4, 2, 4. That's a 2, 4, 6. That's implosion of the die. I don't know. Well, guys, just what you can do is actually try and learn some things. I don't expect people to devote so much time as I do. I don't expect that. But at least to know some of the basic things. There are some things that are very basic. There are 3 families of sets, and you should at least recognize them. Each family of sets, of dice sets, helps you align with your mechanics, or doesn't help. It's one or the other. cannot be both, because the sevens produced by one dice family are placed in different positions on the dice as opposed to different dice family. So at least recognize those things, and then from then on it's just a matter of time until you pick everything else up. I'm going to go with the 6263. Dice up. And I double pitched it. 1-6. All right, that's it. Normal. Sleeper, you know the phrase so well. All right, let's just go very quickly to stats. This is the benchmark, basically. It doesn't say anything. It's just, you know. The benchmark is coming up now. All right, it says roll quality was 341, 6s and 8s, basically. 14 7s expected, and those were thrown. 12 7 outs versus 10 expected, so that's bad. 67 1 boxes, mostly inside, mostly 6s and 8s. We can't see the numbers, but we must have done quite well on the 6s and 8s. So, oh, it does show here 16 versus 14 versus 11 expected. The 5s did okay. We threw 10 of them versus 9. What pissed me off was the Yos were too high. 9s were almost non-existent. I think we threw 2 of them. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Let's go to Crapsee and see what people did, whether they managed to get out of a bad situation or not. Coffeeland is up 15. Well done. Buster up 13. Carlo is up 12. Glenn is up 1. I'm up 1. Larry's up 957. Well done. Marble is up 527. We had 40 people at some point in time. I doubt we have 20 people in the positive, because I wasn't throwing that well. But we do have 14. Jen is up. Hi Jen, nice to see you. I hope you're doing very well. We're seeing you on all the lives, having a good time, which is what's important. Antonio is up. Marble Fork is up. Red Eye is up. 5 Young is up. He's playing with $300. Well done. Hardway Shy. I don't know. Well done. So, who did not make money from people that I know? Sleeper Aces is down slightly. 1450. Lib is down. Mrs. Big Money down 3. No. 1-8. Tuan is down 3. Eon was here. Good to see you, man. Talent Stats. Caniela was here. Bax was here. Cetro. Chu is down. Big Money Bill down. Sean down. Don is down. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's go back to chat. Okay, so that's a very nice question to end everything. So let's go back to what? Let me find something else. Let me do this, and perhaps I can make this much bigger. Transform, fit to screen. Okay, good. Oh my God. So place the dice somewhere here where you can see them. It's too much light. So you have the families of dice sets are hardways. You can't see them obviously. Let's place this camera somewhere here. Maybe that will make more sense. Yep. So the basic dice families 4242. Why? Because you have all the numbers of the same same numerics basically on them: 5, 3s, 2s, 4s. These are hardware sets. I tend to do this: the 6s, the 3s, the aces, the 4s. So you can do 6-5-6-5, 2-6-2-6, 1-2-1-2, 5-1-5-1. Same thing. And the idea behind this is a very basic set which is used by a lot of people because it has something beautiful. The sevens are placed as far away as possible from you, which is 38 millimeters away. That's 1938. So the dice need to do a lot of work, in inverted commas, to double pitch and give you the 5-2, the 6-1, the 2-5, and the 1-6. This is the hardware set. Those are the 4 sevens which reside on the axis of the set. You see, I'm rotating these dice on an axle which goes through these 2 fingers. So this is the x-axis. And there's also 2 other sevens which reside. Let's just do it like so: 4-2-4-2. This is the 4-2-4-2 set. And you have the die implosion sevens, which is a 6-1, or the explosion sevens, which is the 1-6. So all the dice sets, they have 6 sevens on them. I hope Donna is here. I hope I'm not. And I don't know whether people are interested in this, but anyway, I'm going to share it. If you like it, good. If you don't, let me know. Okay, so this is the hardware set. You need to turn 2 rotations on axis to get to the sevens, and as soon as you do that, you have 4 sevens. So it's sudden death. There is no warning whatsoever that it's going to happen. All the faces have sevens on them now. That's one dice family. And I showed you different types of this set, like the 6-4-6-4 set. Same again, if one of the dice travels too much, 38 millimeters too much, then you have a 3-4 here, which is 7, 1-6, 4-3, 6-1. So whatever set, if it's a hard way, the sevens reside in the same position. The off-axis sevens, as I said, if you implode the dice, that's a 2-5. If you explode both dice, that's a 5-2. The numbers may be different, but the sum is a 7. So this is what makes a dice family. There are 7 characteristics, how they get to their sevens. Now, if you go to a V set or a cross sixes set, let's assume that you have a 3-2-3-6. This is a V set. The reason why it's a V set, I think you can see it drawn here. The 3, if they join together, they become a V. It's like a V. So this is a 3V set, which is explosion friendly. If you look at this set, it's a 3-2-3-6. If I open up this die, I'm going to find this number, and if I open up this, if I open up this die, I'm going to find this number. So I'll find the 6s here, and I'll find the 2 here. That's why I call them implosion friendly. There's another cousin family, which is this one, 3632. Look at it, it's a reversed V set, but it's still a 3 V set. It belongs to a cousin family. Now this one is explosion unfriendly. So if I open up this die, it's going to give me a 7. If I open up this die, it's going to give me a 7. But it is implosion friendly. So if I implode this die, it's a hard 4. If I implode this die, it's a 12. So it's very important for us to understand what our dice are doing in terms of implosions or explosions before we start using V sets. Apart from the 3 V set, you have something called the 2 V set. So let's go to 2, 1, 2, 3 so that it makes more sense to you. 2, 1, 2, 3. Now look at the 2. It's like a V. That's why they call them V sets. This set here is implosion friendly. So if I implode the left die, it gives me heart 6. If I implode the right die, it gives me aces. And at the same time, they are explosion unfriendly. Open it up 4, 3. Open this one up 1, 6. So this is how we determine which one of the cousin sets we're going to use. Where are the 7s? In this case, in this particular V sets, the 7s reside off axis mostly. And there is 2 7s which reside on their axis. So in this case, again, the 2s which are on the top, one of the 2 dice has to travel 18 millimeters. However, the other result is a non-7. It's a 1, 4, 5. And the other result here is a 6, 3, 9. So these faces are the warning signs. And once you become familiar with throwing 3 V sets and 2 V sets, you will find that there are 2 results which give you warning signs. They give you the alerts to be careful that you're double pitching your set. Okay, so these are the on-axis 7s. Let's just put back the set as we found it. 2, 1, 2, 3. Most of the 7s, as I said, reside off-axis. So in this case, because this set is implosion friendly, if I explode this die, that's the 4, 3. And there is another one here. So that's 2, the 3, 4. Let me just put it back in there. And with the same, the same way, if I implode this die, explode this die, it's a 1, 6. And there is a 6, 1 on the other side. So you see, most of the 7s are created by 1 die going off axis. If I take the same set and make it into an explosion friendly set, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1. Then if I implode the die, it's a 6, 1, 7, and you'll find the 1, 6 on this side. And if I implode this die, it's a 3, 4, 7, and of course the 4, 3 resides on the other side. Two, 3, 2, 1. Okay. If I double pitch the set, there is going to be 2 faces which give me warning signs, the 3, 6 and the 4, 1. There's only going to be 2 7s, the 2, 5 and the 5, 2. So from this, what can you start understanding? If you're throwing on axis, you're better off using V sets 2V, 3V, and cross 6s. The reason for that is they contain less on-axis 7s. If you're throwing mostly your dice with a one-off axis, basically, your dice do this on a 4-2-4-2 set. Your die goes out like this, but just one of them, or out like that, or this one. Doesn't matter which die does what. Then you're better off going to hardware sets, simply because you cannot 7 out if you have a 6 on this phase and this die is on axis. 6-4, 6-5, 6-3, 6-2. It doesn't equal a 7. So then you have the third, which is I think most people use the original way they use it is I will demonstrate 5-4-4-5, for example. This is what we call a kissing set, and it's in its own category simply because the 7 characteristics are different. There are 4 7s on the axis, so again, with this set, it's preferable if you're throwing one die off axis. Why? Because it makes it again impossible to 7 out. So it shares some of the characteristics of the hardware sets. However, it doesn't share this explosion. If you explode both dice, it's aces. Let me put them back in. And if you implode both dice, it's 12. For example, depending on which number you have on the inside, this is what's going to be given to you. So consider what your mechanics are doing and then align accordingly. And then there is another sort of 7 that I need to discuss with you. There is 2 7s which are off the axis, and those are drifts. So drifting means that your dice are going drift and drift. You don't see the 7, do you? Well, let's open them. Let's rotate them. 6-1. Let's put them back together to 5-4-4-5 and drift them to the left. 1-1. There you go. 1-6-7. So this is a brand new characteristic which the other 2 families of sets don't have, and that is what makes this set special. The other thing that makes it different is this. If I quarter turn one die, it gives me hardware here, obviously hardware at the other side, but it gives me 5-2 here and 5-2 and 2-5 there. So being on axis is not the best thing, but it's okay if you're throwing primary numbers. That means as you see the dice set, you get a result of 4-5 or 5-4, 2-4, or a 4-2 result. If you get primary results, fantastic. If you double pitch a lot, fantastic. You get 2-3, 3-2, 5-4-4-5. Sorry, let me just double pitch them. 5-3 and 3-5, 2-4 and 4-2. But if you single pitch them, you get the hard 4s, but you also get 4-3 on both sides. So this is a difficulty in understanding sets, but I think the best thing to do is to start by defining what your dice are doing. You need to actually look at them and say, well, my dice are staying on axis. They're staying primary. As I set them, this is the result. Or they're secondary. Or they're double pitching. So this is all on an on-axis sort of dice behavior. Then we have one die is off axis, but where did it go? Was it coming inwards, imploding? Or was it going outwards, exploding? Same here. Was it imploding, coming in, or exploding, going out? So that is important for you to understand what sort of sets you need to align to. So I guess this is all there is to know about, the three different dice families and why it's important for us to recognize dice behavior. That's the first step. The second step is to actually define what that dice behavior is in words. Implosion, explosion, single pitch, double pitch, primary, drift. That actually helps you determine how to best align with a dice family. And I guess that's all I have to say for now. I hope you like it. I hope it makes sense to you. The last thing I would just want to say is this. It doesn't have to be a 5-4-4-5. It could be a 6-3, 6-4-4-6 set, or the kissing. This is a kissing 5 set, because if I open them up, that's the 5s here. If I do a 1-2-2-1, it's another set which has kissing 3s. That's how we call it. And the way I use these sort of sets is I use a 1-5-6-5. And by doing that, I understand that I have a 7 facing me, but it also creates the possibility for me to single pitch the dice and not get a 7, because it's more often for me to single pitch on axis as opposed to double pitch or stay primary. And that's it, guys. That's me sharing everything I know and everything I'm trying to share with people on the dice families. Okay. You're very welcome, Larry and everyone. If you want me to explain anything more, please leave me a comment and I will do my best to do so. On that note, this is George, and dice are